Hello again. Something slightly different this week, just a quick job in out hopefully. It's the Suzuki X7. I'm going to get it, it's on UK plates at the moment and we want to get it registered so I can use it in Jersey. I've had it about 3 years and I haven't been able to use it yet. So it's not that it's just I haven't taken it down to get checked over. But reason being is these aren't standard exhaust pipes. I believe they're off the later Gamma. But I brought a set of pipes, but there's only one down pipe with it. Apparently the down pipes are the hard things to get. So I'll put this one on because, oh no, it's this one. I've got this one, so I'll have to cut this down pipe and make a sleeve or something so it goes onto that down pipe. So I need to get it with standard pipes on, and that way I can book it in and get it tested. So yeah, this is what I've done. I've just undone the manifold bolts. I've loosened that's a 14mm hole set, so I'll just pull those off and then slide the new one on and then work out where I'm going to make a bracket, because these have got 2 bolt holes that must go onto this bracket, so I have to make something up that goes there. Yeah, there's a little bracket on the bike and one on the exhaust, so at least I've got somewhere that will get me the forward and backward bit. So if I can work out where the downpipe goes so I can cut it on the other one, I'll just weld it on and I can sort it out later. I do like the standard pipes, but these are pretty wrecked. But they should be good enough to get it through. I can't get the baffle out of this one, so hopefully it's not too loud. I haven't tried the one on that one. That would be the easy one to get on, I would have thought. Maybe worth putting that one on first actually, and I'll get some sort of idea of where this one's got to go. Right, that's one on. All bolted up and tightened on. I've just made a little bracket to support the back of it. So I'm going to do the same on the other side. At least now I've got somewhere to work from, so I can use the same brackets at the back, and hopefully the downpipe will line up. It's a shame I couldn't get 2 pipes with 2 downpipes, but these pipes for a good set are £2 and that's more than I paid for the bike. So I'm not sort of spending that money on it. I would rather have the standard pipes on than the expansion pipes, because it's just, they sound nice. I just like them standard. Even though it's got a different mudguard and bits and pieces. So yeah, I'm gonna have to cut this down pipe. I want to make sure I cut it long enough. But if I do put these ones back on, if there's problems with these, it might be blocked or something, or because I can't get the baffle out, might be a bit of work. I might have to put something down the middle and knock the baffle out. But I'll worry about that later. All I want to do is get the standard pipes on so I can get it through and past, so I can use it on the roads. Then I can sort it out, because the first thing I'll do is put new tyres on it. I don't know how old they are, and probably chain and sprocket set, and just give it a once over. So change your oil, make sure it's all, you know, give it half a chance to go. I don't know, I haven't even had a look at the pistons and barrels yet, so once it's road registered then I can look into it, and hopefully it's not going to need a full rebuild or anything. It has started, but I haven't started it for a couple of years now, I think. I'll try and start it after I've got these pipes on, so it gives me an idea of how they're going to sound. Right, I've marked the frame. That line there is that line there. So it's got a bit of, I'm going to cut it there. So I don't know what diameter the diameters are. I might as well measure it. Make life easier for later. Right, according to my calipers, this here is what should slide in here. So if I cut it just there, obviously I don't know what that is. If I cut it there, it should slide in. I can tack it on or put a slip over it. I'll cut it here first and then we'll see. Right, I've got some weld on it now. As I was welding it, you were getting thick smoke coming out of the little gaps. So I kept welding it until all the smoke started coming out this end, and it was quite thick. So I'm just going to give it a quick tidy up and then bang it on and see if we can start it after 2 years of not being started. Right, that's it all bolted up. I gave it a quick clean up. that's going to go rusty. But it is built to get it through and pass it. I might look out for some decent second-hand pipes, or get the baffles out and do these up. And, doesn't look too bad. I've made these brackets up, but on the other side they go at the front, and on this side they go at the back. So I think I'll move the other side over. It keeps the exhaust in a bit narrower. It's sticking out a bit on that side, so we'll do that. It started raining now, so but I'm going to try and fire it up. So that'll be interesting to see what happens and if it starts. Petrol's 2 years old. The other thing I've noticed when I do the exhaust, it goes very close to the, well, it hits the exhaust when I do this kickstart. So moving it over the other way will be a lot easier. Unfortunately, I have to take the whole thing off again to do that, but it's worth doing. That's the exhaust moved over to the inside bracket, so it just catches now. That looks much better. All right, let's try and start it. See old fuel on. Ignition. Let's give it a kick. Blowing badly from the right end manifold, but I could get out of it, it's too smoky. Well, I've just got back from the place where we get our vehicles registered and it's passed. So get rid of this Master Q plate and put the Jersey plate on it. And I can now ride it. This exhaust, whoever welded it on has welded it in the wrong place, so it sticks out too much at the back, and it blows. I've adjusted it a bit so it doesn't blow so much. Anyway, I'm gonna stick the number plate on, stick the insurance disc on, and then off we go. Let's go and take it for the first ride in 3 years, I think. Right, now we've got the plate on, I'm going to take it for a ride, but I'm not going to video it because I live on a 20-mile-an-hour lane, and after a while you get to 30-mile-an-hour lane, and that's it. And I'm going to go to my girlfriend's, drop some bits off. I'm not actually going to get to 40 miles an hour, so it's not really worth riding it. Videoing it, it's worth riding it, definitely, can't wait. That was incredible. That brought back some memories. I've really enjoyed that. One problem, well, it's a few problems actually. The back brake, there's a lot of play in that, so that needs adjusting. That's not going to take long to do. There's a slight blow from exhaust, but I knew that, but it's nothing serious. And the clutch doesn't work at all. So we've got a lot of resistance. I've adjusted it, so it's really stiff to pull. But there's just nothing there. I checked the oil levels and it was well low, so I've topped that up. I've got it nice and warm. I've just been 5 miles, 5-mile ride. Had no idea what the bike was going to do because I don't know if I have no history of it whatsoever. So I don't even think it was running when I bought it. But that ran super smooth. I've rebuilt the carbs. And set them all up so they both run at the same time. Put the standard pipes on. I've put a new tank on it. I've put a horn in a place where it's not supposed to be on the other side because they're originally down there, but I didn't know that, so I've put an extra switch there. But I'll go back to the original one. I just presumed they'd be down there. It is in fact fork. So I need new tyres. If anyone's got any ideas about the clutch, please let me know. That'd be great. Whilst I was riding it, I've had cars with seized clutches, and you keep your foot on the clutch and just keep driving it, jerking it first gear with the brakes and all sorts, and that usually frees it off. But I did most of that 5 miles with my hand on the clutch, and it is quite stiff, the clutch, so that did nothing. So I probably will have to take it apart, and if I'm going to take it apart, I might as well get new plates for it, which is a shame because I'd like to ride it now. And it'll take a while for the plates to turn up. But so if anyone's got any ideas about how to unseize the clutch and get it working again, that'd be great, let me know. But yeah, I'm chuffed to bits, so chuffed. That's beautiful. That's just what I wanted. I've got the LC, but it's heavy. The LC, this is such a light bike. It's such an easy, nice bike to ride. And it goes as well. It just wanted to keep going. Obviously, I couldn't go over 40. I found a road with a 40 mile an hour speed limit. But it pulls, and it's really smooth to ride, so I'm so chuffed. So thank you very much. The guy bought it off. He's on the forum, on the Facebook, and the exhausts, that came from the guy from the forum. But I think the old expansions pipe's going to have to go back on again. It just means one's got the downpipe on it. I just have to cut the other downpipe off from the other side, weld it back on again. But this one sticks out. To get this one right in the right place, I'd have to cut and re-weld it again. So I'm on the limit of the seal working on the head. But yeah, chuffed to bits. So pleased.